Today we tackle one of the most important aspects of the game. The user interface makes or breaks a playthrough. For you, most mods here are optional. For me, they are not. The mods I use are for both personal enjoyment and for my roleplay series. HUD elements can't appear in my video content. For me, the screen needs to be as clean as possible while still allowing me to know what's going on. There are lots of simple edits here. Don't worry about plugin count. Towards the end of the series, we will combine small edits together and show how to make proper merges. There are plenty of great UI mods out there that I don't use. I've literally tried all that Fallout 3 Nexus offers, and a good number for New Vegas. My choices may suit my personal and professional needs, but they also work well together. Today's categories are DarNified UI. This is the core UI mod of the series. Menus. Some optional mods that clean up the pause and loading screens. HUD. Mods that don't fall under DarNified UI, but work well with it. Pip Boy 3000. Some of these mods have more to do with textures than HUD, but it makes sense to keep the Pip Boy in one place. From inside to out, these are the mods that I use for the arm piece. Camera. Mods that affect the camera view and angles. UI organizer mods. These mods aren't explicitly interface mods, but they come with UI elements and require UIO to function without hassle. And finally, U1.xml tweaks. The last section of this video is dedicated to showing you how I've edited the individual Darn HUD elements in my personal settings. This will allow you to adjust those same settings to your liking. Ready? Let's get to it. Darn is a wonderful interface mod that deserves its own section. The initial setup can be a bit tricky, but the additional files remedy that. DarNified UI for Fallout 3 is like Sky UI for Skyrim. Sort of. It provides nicer fonts and allows you to change various options that allow you to view additional information if desired. Once you install the mod, if you uninstall it, you're going to have some issues with how the HUD looks. Backing up your ini files would be a smart thing to do here, as reverting them should fix any issues after removal. Navigate to the DarNified UI F3 page on Mods Reloaded. Select Download. Open the archive. Open the DUI folder. Open Mod Organizer. Open the Downloads tab. Drag and drop both files from the archive into MO. Double-click to install the DUI F3A11 zip. Select Yes at the Edit Ini window. Activate the mod in the left pane. Right-click the mod and name the file whatever you like. Double-click to install the DUI F3A11 hotfix archive. Name this mod exactly what you titled the first one. Select OK. Select Merge at the Mod Exists window. DarNified UI Font for Dummies provides the perfect starting place for Darn. It takes the thinking out of setup, and most users will probably leave things how they are afterward, other than perhaps activating some of Darn's built-in add-ons. Navigate to the official DarNified UI Font for Dummies page on New Vegas Nexus. Open Files. Download the main file, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. This step is completely optional. For the sake of my RP series, which has also shaped my taste, I spent a couple of days learning how to edit the XML files that come with Darn. This allowed me to move on-screen elements in a way that I couldn't do so otherwise. Due to being able to show you what I've edited at the end of this video, I've left mods like Adjustable HUD out of this series. With a little effort, we can do more on our own than those types of mods can do for us, and we can eliminate additional plugins in the process. The changes that I've made are: the live button on the main menu is removed. Scrollbars are thinner. The HUD size is slightly smaller. The compass has been moved to the bottom center of the screen and its brackets removed. The crippled limb notification has been removed. Discovery messages, such as location and radio signals, have been removed, since it has audio cues. The enemy health meter has been moved to the bottom center of the screen, and the enemy name has been pushed down off-screen. HP and AP meters have had their brackets removed and are positioned at the exact bottom corners of the screen. Location text of the area that you are currently in has been shrunk and aligned at the top left. Quest reminders and updates have been removed. That's what my Pip Boy log is for. The radiation meter is now only in text and has been placed at the far top right of the screen. The SneakMeter is smaller and centered at the top. The XP meter has been removed. If I'm interested in it, I can view it in my Pip Boy. The dialog box is now at the bottom center of the screen. The sleep wait menu allows me to wait or sleep for up to 3 days instead of 1. By default, either Darn UI or the Dummies mod remove the breath meter. I've added it back so I don't drown. The explosive indicator when bombs are being thrown at me or are about to explode near me has been removed. Helpful, but silly. The world map dotted waypoint line has been removed. And finally, I've adjusted the buttons and resolution of the world map. If you want to install my changes, first we have to amend our ini files. Navigate to and open the Fallout ini. Locate the setting, iSafeZone X equals, and change the value to -10. Then change iSafeZone X wide to 10, iSafeZone Y to -10, and finally iSafeZone Y wide to -10 as well. Save and close the ini. Open the Fallout Prefs ini. Locate the settings iSize H equals and iSize W equals. Feel free to test other values. Mine are set to 1080 by 1920. I'm not sure that other values will provide the desired outcome, and I don't care to test them. Once the changes are made, close and save the ini. Now, onto the mod. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Open Files. Download the main GP DarNUI settings file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. This section makes a few simple but amazingly pleasant changes to the menus we see when the game world is paused. Remove glare from loading screens removes the bright light from menus. The light doesn't serve any purpose for me other than to distort what I'm looking at. Navigate to the official Remove Glare from Loading Screens page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Enhanced User Interface removes the grid and blur from paused menus. It's almost worth pausing the game at certain points just to see how nice the effect is. Navigate to the official Enhanced User Interface page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Here we add the option to make the HUD disappear and reappear at will, as well as bump up the resolution of the default elements. Immersive HUD is a great mod that allows you to hide and reveal all vanilla HUD elements and most modded HUD elements with a single button push. The first time that you get in game after installing iHUD, you will have to push the I key to reveal everything. Pushing I again will hide the overlay. Navigate to the official Immersive HUD page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Vanilla HUD Remastered upgrades the appearance and sharpness of the default HUD textures. It may seem like a small detail, but after I installed the mod, I refuse to play the game without it. Remastered really makes the game feel more up-to-date for me. Navigate to the official Vanilla HUD Remastered page on New Vegas Nexus. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal. When the FOMod window opens, select VHR Standalone. Select Next. Select the Normal Compass option, Hardcore if you prefer, and then select Install. Activate the mod in the left pane. This section is all about the Pip Boy. Some of the mods are texture and mesh replacers, but I thought it would be silly to waste time in a different video on this topic just to keep everything here UI related. This mod adds a highly detailed world map. It puts the vanilla map to shame. There isn't much more to say than that. Navigate to the official Better High Detail Map and Icons page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal. When the FOMod window opens, select 8K with roads and see 50% brighter. Of course, both options are up to you, but keep in mind that 8K won't affect the performance at all on modern systems, since this mod only affects the Pip Boy map itself. Select Next. Select the same options that you did in the previous window. Select Next. On the third screen, all that I activate is the recommended Clean Pip Boy screen option. The other options were nice for me in the past, but they feel a bit dated now. Once you have finished making your choices, select Install. This is a mod that I've made, which carries over the map button tweaks from the GP DarNUI settings. This needs to overwrite Better High Detail maps, which is why I added them to their own mod. Without this, it's a pain to click on the Pip Boy buttons in the world and local maps. Now you will be able to click the buttons with ease and enjoy the high detail map for what it was meant to be. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Open Files. Download the main high detail map and icon map buttons fix. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. A simple set of mods that Roy Batty created for me. This removes the glare from both the Pip Boy and computer terminal screens. Once you see the difference, you'll be annoyed trying to play without this. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Open Files. Download the main Pip Boy and Terminal Glare Gone file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. This is a nice little mod that with some adjustment makes the map feel much more pleasant to me. This removes the player marker. I always felt that the player marker was too large, but completely removing it is a bit much for me. So we are going to add the player marker back in, but make it smaller than the vanilla game. Here's what we do. Navigate to the official No Player Marker or Cursor on Maps page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Launch FO3 Edit. Double-click the CC Cursor Not on Map ESP. Once loaded, in the left pane, expand the plus symbol next to the plugin. Expand Game Setting. Highlight the editor ID, F World Player Cursor Min Size. In the right pane, beneath the plugin, and to the right of Data Value, right-click the zeroed out value. Select Edit. In the Edit Value box, change 0 to 15. Select OK. Do the same process for F Local Player Cursor Min Size, F Local Player Cursor Max Size, and World Player Cursor Max Size, changing the data value from 0 to 15. Close Xedit. Assure that the checkbox next to the plugin is activated, and select OK to save the alteration. Just like the title says, high-quality Pip Boy Icons replaces the blurry, low-resolution icons with some nice, sharp replacements. At the time of this video, it's still being worked on, so keep an eye on it. I love to use the mod descriptive icons for Fallout 3, but they just overwrite each other. If a patch is ever made, I'll be installing that mod as well. A link to descriptive icons is in the video description for reference. Navigate to the official, high-quality Pip Boy Icons page. Open Files. Download the main file, but keep this page open. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Back on the mod page, download the DarNified UI file. During installation, name the file to match the first one exactly. Select OK, select Merge. This is my favorite Pip Boy texture replacer. It sticks with the original design, it increases resolution, makes it feel a little rough around the edges while still keeping it pretty. The female and NPC meshes are off for this mod, so Warrior Poet Trotsky has made another fix for us. We will install that after the original mod to fix any underlying issues. Navigate to the official Pip Boy 3000 Remastered New Vegas Nexus page. Open Files. Download either file that you wish. I'm downloading the 4K one due to making an RP series and having a playstyle where I hardly ever see it other than when I want to. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Open Files. Download the main GP 3000 Remastered FEM and NPC fix file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Tweaked Pip Boy Left Glove modernizes the left glove mesh a bit by adding grooves to the knob and definition to the screws. Details like these are important for persons like me who make videos that show the Pip Boy up close. Navigate to the official Tweaked Pip Boy Left Glove page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Hands down the best Pip Boy glove texture at the time of this video. The mod's Pip Boy texture is also nice if you want a different style, but it's not for me. I also like the button glow that you can download from Parkerized better than what we already have installed. Navigate to the official Parkerized Pip Boy page. Open Files. Download the amber LED buttons 4096 or any other color of your choosing. Again, you don't need to download a buttons file at all, I simply prefer it. Keep the mod page open. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Right-click the mod and open in Explorer. Open the Textures folder, and then the Pip Boy 3000 folder. Delete everything, files and folder, except for the Pip Boy BTN Glow 01 file. Close Explorer. Back on the mod page, download the Pip Boy Glove optional file, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Pip Boy Light mod allows you to both increase the distance at which the Pip Boy Light is cast, as well as to change the cast color. We are going to tweak the mod settings manually and eventually merge what we do here together later in the series. There are other light mods out there. There's a mod that adds a flashlight beam coming from the player, which is really cool, but there's no actual flashlight, just a beam, and it feels funny to me. So this is what I've settled on. Navigate to the official Pip Boy Light mod page. Open Files. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Double-click the mod and open the optional ESPs tab. We only want one light and one color plugin to remain in the bottom window. It doesn't matter which one because we're going to make some alterations, unless you just love one of the default options. Click the up arrow and whatever plugin is highlighted in the bottom window will be moved to the top one so that they aren't loaded into the game. Once you have your two files, select Close. Launch FO3 Edit. Double-click the Light Range plugin. Once loaded, in the left pane, expand the plus symbol next to the plugin. Expand Actor Effect. Highlight the editor ID, Pip Boy Light. In the right pane, beneath the plugin, and to the right of the effect magnitude, right-click the value. Select Edit. The vanilla light distance is 15. There is no 2.5 distance option, which is the distance that I like, so I set this value to 37. Feel free to experiment. When you have entered the custom value, select OK. Close Xedit. Assure that the checkbox next to the plugin is activated, and select OK to save the alteration. Launch FO3 Edit again. Double-click the Color Light plugin. Once loaded, in the left pane, expand the plus symbol next to the plugin. Expand Light. Highlight the editor ID, Pip Boy Light 640. In the right pane, beneath the plugin, and to the right of the red, green, blue values, this is where you can alter the color of the Pip Boy cast light to whatever you want it to be. I want my light to be the same color as the text and interface of my Pip Boy. So from the information that we learned in the pre-mod ini files video, part 4 in the series, I'm going to go and get the hex code for my tutorial's background color. You can simply do an internet search for whatever color's hex code you like. Open the provided hex to RGB converter link from the video description. Enter the 6-digit code. Select Convert. The numbers returned in the RGB boxes are the numbers you will edit the red, green, blue values in Xedit to be. For me, these values are 182, 199, and 215. When you have entered your custom values, close Xedit. Assure that the checkbox next to the plugin is activated, and select OK to save the alterations. The light cast for my Pip Boy is now the same color as its interface, which is also the same color as my tutorial's background. This process changes the color of the default Pip Boy Rays that you see when the Pip Boy Light is turned on. Feel free to skip this process if you don't care to change them. Note that instead of altering the mesh that we are about to in the video, you can instead alter the default game file or a file of any Pip Boy mesh mod that you install. The name and location of the NIF will be the same. We are simply altering the mesh of the mod that will show up in-game. Navigate to the official NIFscope GitHub page. Download the most recent version. 2.0 Dev 7 is the latest version at the time of this upload, and it works for this process. Open the archive that is downloaded. In the second location, create a folder to extract the archive's contents. Entitle it NIFscope 2.0 Dev 7. Drag and drop the archive's contents inside. Send the shortcut of the executable to your desktop for quick access. Double-click the NIFscope executable to launch it. Select File at the top left, select Open. Navigate to the Mod Organizer folder, and then Mods, Pip Boy 3000 Remastered, Meshes, and Pip Boy 3000. Double-click the pipboyarm.nif file. If you are playing as a female, select the female NIF. Expand the Pip Boy Light effect tree. Expand the Nye tri-strips. Highlight Nye material property. In block details, right-click Emissive Color. Select Color. Select Choose. Select Yes. Right-click in the color window, and from the menu that opens, select Hex Edit. Now acquire the hex code from the color that we want to use, like we just did in the Pip Boy Light mod. Enter the hex code accordingly. Select OK. Select OK again. Select File at the top left of NIFscope. Select Save to overwrite the original mesh. Close NIFscope. Here we have a mod and a tweak that adjusts the camera quite nicely. With Fallout 3 Enhanced Camera, you can look down and see the character's body. There's a bit more to it, but I don't care. I can see my body. Awesome. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 Enhanced Camera page. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. The only thing that I don't like about Enhanced Camera is that the standing to sitting animation makes me dizzy. This tweak removes that animation, but also moves the default camera position closer so that you don't have to feel totally disconnected from the player when taking a seat. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Download the GP and Enhanced Camera Ini Tweak archive, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. This section is all about UIO and a few mods that are not only compatible with it, but that are unpleasant to install without it. UIO helps to automatically manage the different HUD mods that you have installed. Many HUD mods overwrite each other, but those that are compatible with UIO won't. This allows for HUD elements and arrangements to exist from multiple HUD mods at the same time. All you have to do is install it. Navigate to the official User Interface Organizer page. Download the main file, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Once you have played the game and closed it, you will notice that UIO has dumped some files into Mod Organizer's Overwrite folder. Simply open Overwrite and drag and drop the files into the UIO mod folder. Doing this will stop them from generating every time you play the game. If additional UIO folders are created in the future, drag and drop them in again and merge them all together. Advanced Recon Thermal Night Vision adds some awesome gear to the wasteland. You can activate and deactivate the types of vision by using the N and M keys when the new gear is equipped. Using these abilities requires an energy cell, and cells drain while in use. Some of the gear also gives you water breathing and target scanning abilities. You can even apply these abilities to other gear such as power armor helmets. When we install the weather and atmosphere mods later in the series, mods like these will be appreciated. Navigate to the official Advanced Recon Thermal Night Vision page. Open Files. Download the main file, but keep the page open. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Back on the mod page, download the main Mr. Burke's key file. Install the mod. At the Quick Install window, rename the file to exactly match the first one. Select OK, select Merge. This mod adds the ability to visually detect traps such as landmines. The ability either requires a perk, the light step perk has been toned down a bit, or a device that can be found in the world so that you don't start the game with cyborg powers. It also has an additional patch that we are going to install, which allows the advanced recon gear to detect traps. Like every mod, check out the mod page to get the full details. Navigate to the official Advanced Recon Trap Detection page. Download the main file, but keep this page open. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Back on the mod page, download the optional Thermal Night Vision patch. During installation, name the file to match the first one exactly. Select OK. Select Merge. Make sure that the plugin is activated at the bottom of the right pane. Adv Range Finder adds an overlay to scopes and binoculars to gauge the distance between you and your target. Navigate to the official Adv Range Finder page. Download the main file, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. This is completely optional. I love the entire Advanced Recon line. We have some Recon armor coming down the road as well. The one thing that I don't like about these mods is the size and position of the overlay. For someone who makes an RP series, I can't deal with it. I've made a few custom icon replacers for AR that are both smaller than the default ones and that go along with the feel I'm looking for. I just need to figure out how to touch up the edges so that they mix better with vanilla HUD Remastered. I've also positioned the overlay to the left of the action points meter and have removed the counters other than the current cell percentage. Navigate to the official Fallout 3 My Way Resources page. Download the GP Advanced Recon HUD Tweaks archive, install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. Do I really need to explain this? Who doesn't love a little Pip-Pong every now and again? Fallout 4 has video games, now Fallout 3 has one. You can activate it in the apparel section of the Pip Boy. Navigate to the official Pip-Pong page. Download the main file. Install the mod as normal, then activate it in the left pane. You may have to launch and close the game a few times before it registers and it is accessible. The installation portion of this video is complete. Make sure that all plugins we installed are activated in the right pane of Mod Organizer. A few of them may not be. The XML files that come with the user interface mods are like any files. They allow you to tweak the elements as long as the code applied works. Some information is there for you to see up front, some isn't. Some XML files control the entire mod, while others only manage bits and pieces, with a plugin controlling the rest. I am not an authority on these types of files. I learn as I go, but I am at least able to show you what I've learned to make amendments to DarNified UI itself. It should be obvious that you can skip this information if you don't care to see it. The following subsections are going to be quick and to the point so that you can easily reference what you like when you need to. I'm not going to show what every value does. I'm going to show you what the changes I've made do. Make backups of the files before altering them, so if you make a mistake, all you have to do is overwrite them with the original. Open Mod Organizer. Right-click DarNified UI in the left pane. Open in Explorer. Open Menus, Prefabs, and then open the DUIF 3 settings XML file in a notepad-like editor. Scroll down to the Scrollbar section. The custom parameter allows you to use the settings within by changing the value to 1. The width allows you to alter the thickness of the scrollbar lines. The height allows you to alter the length. Scroll down to the System menu section. The Live button on the main menu can be deactivated by setting the Hide Live value to 1. Scroll down to the Sleep Wait menu section. Whatever value you enter into the max hours parameter is how many hours you can select from the in-game Sleep Wait menu. Scroll down to the HUD section. The HUD scale value will determine the overall size of default game and DarNified elements. I wanted to lower this further, but the compass creates a duplicate of itself when I do. Scroll down to the meter section. Solid meters allows you to have the regular tick marks for AP and HP with a value of 0. A value of 1 creates a solid bar. The meter font value, like all font settings, corresponds with the DarNified UI fonts that are provided with the mod. Meter text adjustment allows you to reposition the vertical HP and AP text positions. Scroll down to the HitPoint section. The X and Y values allow you to move the HP meter and all connected information around the screen. Setting the Show HP bracket parameter to 0 hides the brackets that come with the meter. Scroll down to the Action Point section. The X and Y values allow you to move the HP meter and all connected information around the screen. Setting the Show AP bracket parameter to 0 hides the brackets that come with the meter. Scroll down to the EnemyHealth section. Show EH will completely remove the EnemyHealth meter if you want to set it to 0. The X and Y values allow you to move the EnemyHealth meter and all connected information around the screen. Setting the Show EH bracket parameter to 0 hides the brackets that come with the meter. Scroll down to the SneakMeter section. Show Sneak will completely remove the SneakMeter if you want to set it to 0. The X and Y values allow you to move the SneakMeter and all connected information around the screen. HUD Sneak Font allowed me to set a smaller size font for the meter. Scroll down to the Messages section. Show Messages, when set to 0, allows me to turn off certain text notifications. Scroll down to the Quest sections. The Show parameter in both of these sections allows me to deactivate any on-screen message involving added quests and their reminders. Scroll down to the XP meter section. By setting the Show XP parameter to 0, I remove the XP overlay when killing enemies and during all other situations. Scroll down to the Location Text section. The Show Lock parameter allows you to toggle the setting off and on. The X and Y values allow you to move the location text around the screen. The font allows you to select the DarN provided font. Scroll down to the Crippled Limb indicator. By setting the Show CLI parameter to 0, I have removed the crippled limb visuals. Scroll down to the All Panel section. This section allows you to offset all of the additional DarN panels that you may or may not want to activate, including the new Rad meter. Scroll down to the Rad Panel section. By having the XRAD setting set to 1 and the other parameters set to 0, I've disabled everything in the meter except the text. The Scrollbar vert.xml is located in the prefabs folder along with the file that we just covered. Open it in the notepad-like editor. Scroll down to the Flags for Scrollbar Enabling Visibility section. Changing the Has Arrows value from and true to and false removes the arrows at the top and bottom of each scrollbar. This is the only setting that I change in this file. From the prefabs folder, arrow back one step. Open the main folder. Open the HUD main menu.xml in the notepad-like editor. Scroll down towards the bottom of the document to the breath meter section. Changing the visible parameter here from and false to and true allow me to re-enable the breath meter that we need to have when we are underwater to not drown. Trying to enable the breath meter in other XML files didn't do anything. Scroll down to the explosive indicator section. Adding the parameter visible false visible to this section has allowed me to successfully disable the explosive meters in the game. This should also let you know that you can add new bits of code to the various sections of these files to tweak them beyond what is initially presented to you. This has been a GamerPoets tutorial, modding Fallout 3, My Way, User Interface Part 6. I've made a few more changes to the default DarN settings than what I've shown in the XML section. I've tweaked things further for high detail map and icons, as well as for advanced recon, but those sort of adjustments would require their own tutorials. In the future, I may create a tutorial about how to create overlay icons, as I did for advanced recon, using Photoshop. I'm sure at least some of it could be applied to other programs as well. It would also apply to every game, and not just Fallout 3. Folks, thank you for spending some time with me today. Another video with way more hours put into its development than I wanted. That's the price of my content, I suppose. I hope to see you all next time. As always, I am Michael of GamerPoets. Thank you for supporting, and thank you for watching.